Alright, I think we're rolling. Even if we're not rolling, it should be fine. So, this is the first video in what will likely be a long series of videos in which I basically work on a game. And I guess what you get to watch me do here is me talk through the working parts of my development process. This is not like a complex game by any means. It's just text based, no graphics. I'm not using any libraries. Everything I create is on my own, as well as what's provided in the standard library. Although I will try to implement easy things, like I will try to make my own sorting algorithms. I'll try to make my own whatever else data structures, but like I don't know how to make a smart pointer. I don't know how to do that. But anyways, let's get started. And I'll be listening to music as we go. So yeah, so what this is this should clear the screen, enter and clear, option one. I should probably add more description to that. If this calls enter anything, then clear screen. Let's see. Initial decision. So this is the player turn. Player turn. I guess I should say go to player action.page. Let's see. Alright, let's get rid of all this real quick. In the past couple of days, I've been trying to make this a lot neater. And my documentation is kind of sketchy, but it works. I think it's relatively clear. What I have for my documentation style is that I try to do two slashes followed by four, what's this called again? Four dashes, with the name, and it extends out to the 80 character limit. And this is just so that I know not to go past the 80 character limit. And this basically defines what the sections are. This is an interface implemented by the participants. So the participants do this action. Let's see, army overview. And this goes up to the 41 column mark. And I'm just going to say here, it's an interface that this, actually this is an interface, but it's not done by this. So I guess it's more composition. This is utility. And I guess I'll go over what each of these things are in further detail. But we'll see here, composition. Parentheses, I'll say unit. Composition here, I'll say this is an action. And this is also an action. This is also an action. Just so I know to keep track with everything. So this is kind of iffy. What I decided to do was use absolute pathing because I moved a lot of files around, but I didn't want to change the files all the time every time we move things around. So I decided to define the path once as a macro, put it in paths here. So every file takes this path in. And since this one is basically taken in by everything but doesn't take anything itself, there shouldn't be any circular dependency issues. At least not any major issues. Delete this. So here is the name. Name the type of class it is, what it's implemented by, or what it implements or extends or is extended by. I'm kind of using Java terms, but that's because they teach Java terms here at school. Let's see. Support paths. And next up, I will organize this by type. And it goes in alphabetical order. So I guess I do it like this. So things go together. Since there's only two, I'll put them together too. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. Keep one line spacing. That's on the side. So this is all public. There aren't any private items, so should be good. I'll use 3 slashes for constructors. For constructor, let's see. Constructor. That looks good. And then this in front char just so it's all uniform. And I have here choose a random action for future AI or AI notation. And here virtual void. I did this because I was lazy putting all these together, but I guess I'll take them apart. Just want to add documentation, like actually. Virtual void. Let's see. No, I could use. I'm tempted to use an alias. Alias? Alias? The using name equals the data type. I'm tempted to use that alias, I think. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. This is basically like player chooses an action to complete recurses until base case and turn. That's at 81, but say recurses until end turn. And here, pause game. Basically pauses the game. Not sure if this is necessary. I have some question marks there. And up here, I'll have here. This will be basically my to-do list. I know that idea has like functionality that's actually like relatable to this. So you can see what's to do when you hover over it, I believe. And I don't think Visual Studio has that functionality, but it should be fine. But this is the to-do list. To-do list, I'll say implement random action. It's AI capability, AI functionality. And that's way ahead. Yeah, and then next up, I guess, it will be take a look at pause game. I think it saves the data. I'm not sure what I wanted to do when I first made it. I guess we'll take a look into the implementation here. Delete that since it's already over here. What was this? Initial decision here, initial decision. Alright. Let's see. If player. And if you see this is just because C++ doesn't really have call stack trace. There are some library stuff, but I'm using this project more as getting used to foundational elements of C++ instead of getting too nitty-gritty with the libraries. But I might do that in a future project. Let's see here. Insert and clear. This clears the screen. I'll put it up here. What does go to next turn do? No. So go to next turn basically ends the turn. I should add a comment there. So this is if this so is initialized as false, and then if you want to end the turn, it becomes true. So if it's false, you recurse. But if it's true, then you don't do it, you just return. But that's not necessary. If I just do this, I say recurse until base case one uh, next turn action. That sounds good. Switch statements. Okay, this can become enter and clear. That's fine. So if this player, I think this is ambiguous. What this means. So that's just this is the participants class, and everything's really messy right now because I did not do incremental building when I created this project, and I use a lot of macros as I thought that would make everything easier, but it just made everything harder. So I'll probably be replacing those with comments. Constructors, their namespace, part. These are the players. Represent players, both human and AI. App doesn't work there, which is interesting. I'll take a look at that in a little bit. Let me analyze here. Come here, I mean. Here, I guess I'll say analysis. Send this. 80 character mark. This is fine. Let's see. This can be reduced to parts. And this is just a list of shared pointers. Should probably turn these into unique pointers, but I don't think it's necessary at this point. When I start running into memory issues, I think I'll implement it. But I kind of have a need for this memory, this information to be shared among several objects, so that's why it's a shared pointer. Although I know that that's kind of the opposite of the standard in which unique pointers are used commonly, as opposed to shared pointers. These are getters. Extend this out. Sci-fi go away. So this is area 5 integers. Get train costs. Get the costs needed to train new commander. I don't know what calculate each does. I'll take a look into that. This also array though. This should be const i5 array. And it's basically just constant. Well, it's right there. An array of a constant array of int references. And that should be const. I'm not sure why it was like that. It's because the compiler doesn't read const. But I'll make sure here, const. Yeah, this should be const. No, well, is this valid? I'm not sure. I don't see any errors, but I guess this should really be cost int. And I know this kind of reduces the readability, but everything's right here. The naming makes sense for the most part, I think, because the I is for integer, 5 is for the size of the arrays because it's an array, and constant indicates that's a constant. I'll leave this there for now. And I'll add here I5 array because I'm not really sure what these do, but I think they're gonna reduce to const I5 arrays. So these are variables. Let's see. Our commanders array, our provinces array. Do I use this anywhere? Not sure. No, I want this down here. Our provinces array. That's interesting. That is interesting. Get our unit array provinces. So this gets an array of all provinces. Since provinces. Let's just get troop. What does this mean? I'm so confused right now. Which is backwards because I wrote this. I guess that's why I'm recording, huh? But I think I know what it does. Because it iterates through each province in this participant and returns the troop there. So get all units, provinces, participants, all provinces. Let's see. I'm not sure what these are really for. So this is only used in this instance. All commanders is used in here. Get all array commanders. This isn't called anywhere else. Like this method is defined, but it's not used anywhere else in the program, which means that I probably don't need it. But I'll add a note. Actually, I'll commit right now. Delete it and get all array commanders. Not used anywhere. This isn't feature so. Alright, and I'll probably push later tonight. Let's get rid of this. This is a former macro in place. I didn't do anything, I just had it there to help me keep track of things. Not found. Alright, entire workspace. Should be found because it's right there. More of his specific files, no occurrences. Go back. Which one did I do? This one? Alright, that's interesting. Hash case. That is interesting. Space and dots. Place with nothing. There we go. Alright, let's see. This is a map of commanders, which, no, that makes sense. So it gets, alright, so turn the order map of commander share pointers. Let's see. I have some threadings up here, but this was more of an experiment, to be honest. I'll put them up here for later use. I'll say here experimental for down the line, because I don't really know what threads are. However, I wish to learn. Let's change this to here into just bool. That's interesting that that wasn't gotten. And it didn't replace it either. It's also interesting. Or I guess it's Boolean. Right? No, Boolean is Java. What am I thinking? Not gotta go and fix this. Well, let's see. This should be. Oops. Oh, something's wrong with these. Because these aren't showing. Was it like this? I wonder. These are constructors. Let's see where it's needed. Oh, Atakame. Kinda need that. Let's see. Alright, then I have to look at Atakame. But I don't want to do that now. I'll do it in a little bit. Has province, has province, has province. It has a province by name. This. So there's options. Depending on the situation. So all of these three do that. By name, index, or province. It has a commander. Has a particular commander. Who is live. Check if this participant is alive. Player this participant is a bot or a player. Who has unit and these basically do the same thing, so I'll add them together. Like if this participant has a particular unit on units. Should I do this by reference? I wonder. That is interesting. This uses a shared pointer. I wonder. I'll go up here. To check if has province slash has unit needs to use the shared pointer as param. Can't maybe able to use constants because it would be const because you're not changing it, but then you wouldn't need it to be a shared pointer. So const reference is probably right. I'm gonna search up how to get reference from a shared pointer. How to get reference from a shared pointer. T ampersand f equals start pointer. Oh, so it's basically easy. And then, so here I'll say const prime units reference. Let's see. And then, all right, so to do, use province address equal pointer to get the reference for the parameters. I think that looks good, or at least good enough. Let's see. Who subtracts reverse subtraction always return true. True or false, unit being modified, the array of resources being subtracted. This is mutable. So I want it like this, but it's not being found. So I'll look into participants to find it. Subtract check references should be right here, but I guess show map O doesn't work because it's like this. So I'll just move it above, see if that works. Subtract check references still does not work. Bool subtract check references, that's probably why. Why does that have bool in the front? Now it's found. Alright, this has documentation. Documented. I'll add this here. Checkers. Say quick mark. And these are basically just bool expressions. Has units. I can probably fix that. So that's the first one. This is the overloaded one, and I guess we'll say const prime units unit, and then it should be all units. For this iterate through commanders. But I can access the name here, so I guess I don't even need this. So let's see. Let's say bool return value equals has unit dot get name. Can I use this? I wonder. Prime units class prime units. All right, I guess I have to go prime units real quick. See what's there. Okay. Prime units here. I want to use get unit name. It's in prom units, but I can't use it. Let's say, okay, I think we're back. The video kind of cut because I'm using Clipchamp to record and it only goes up to 30 minutes. But we're back and trying to see what this does. So we can access system, user, chord space, and prime units, which is interesting. I guess it makes sense because I want to make a. Is this legal? Sharp pointer to sharp pointer units unit of who equals to make shared units should be legal, right? I'm gonna search up to make shared pointer out of reference. I need to copy it over, it says. Oh, no, it should be fine. And I'll say, let's see, string equals. But I don't want it to have ownership, so it's not necessary. I just want to make a copy of it. So making sure pointer is not necessary because I don't want this object to own it. I just want to retrieve values, so it should be immutable. And shared pointer by definition is for immutable, I think. Search that out. I think I'm wrong on that. Alright. So Stack Overflow says that a shared pointer to a constant type has value semantics. What does that mean? So there's value semantics and reference semantics. You can't see this on my screen, but a shared pointer is as good as a global variable when it comes to being able to reason about code that uses one. I want a simple answer though. If you have a mutable data type and you want to copy it, you actually have to copy the contents of the object. This is expensive. The trick Sean is referring to is that if an object is immutable, then you don't have to copy the whole object. You can just refer to the old one. This is much faster. So instead of making a copy of the value, just use the reference and use that reference to refer to the previous value. So you don't have to copy everything over, which makes sense. But how do I? Should I just use a regular pointer then? Value type reference types. And I'm gonna copy it. This is expensive. He seems to be assuming that the existence of a shared pointer implies that all handles to the object are also shared pointer. Read only. This is of course no more true than existence of raw. Proof that the object is const. So it should be fine. Should be fine. So this is immutable. Is it? I'm not sure. Because the reference is const, but that means the reference doesn't change, which means that the reference points to the same object. So I can't change the object it points to, but I can change what the values of the objects are that points to. Maybe? this, I'm just gonna use, uh, should I use a shared pointer for for mutable objects? Sometimes needing shared pointer actually means you don't understand the problem, which is probably true. So this post is saying that it's better to have a unique pointer and move around the shared pointer, which makes sense. But also kind of doesn't, because multiple objects that I have in my game need to own it at the same time. It's hard for them to own it at the same time if there's one object that needs to be passed around in every instance of an action. So I think mine should be, my current strat should be fine. When the middle variable is local, it doesn't help much because limited. Mhm. This doesn't tell me anything. I'll just use a regular pointer for this because I don't want it to own it. Let's see. Units. Unit equals unit. Should be legal, I think. Const. Keep everything immutable here. And then SC string name is equal to unit dot still like this, which is interesting because why is it like that? I'm probably just using this wrong, right? Let's go back here. Still no. Something's probably wrong with unit then, because let's see if I do this. From unit, which doesn't work. Say on unit. Does that work? Or let's see. Let's try this again. From units. From units unit. And that obviously doesn't work. Yeah, that obviously doesn't work. If I did this in here, that works. Dot, that works. So class itself is fine. It's just that the reference is not. And reference can only access static things, I think. But I have that here. So I want, maybe it's this. Is that why? Get unit. Delete this. has unit name. There should be has commander. Yeah. Check all the commanders to see if it has this. How do I check to check class of object? That has type of parent class C++, because in Java we can use get class. Use type ID. Type ID or dynamic cast. So how do you use type ID though? Type ID parent dot name. If type ID unit. Okay. Dot name. I am definitely sure that this will break. I'm definitely sure. I think maybe. Will it? Not sure. Return has commander. And then name. Should be fine because names can't overlap. And else you return has province name. Because it can only be a commander or province. No, it only works if it's only province or commander. And then I guess I'll make this a try. You want to avoid try catches when you don't need it. But in this case, it should work. I'm not using it as a logical evaluation since the type ID should catch that. Colorful. Turn value catch. SAC out. Something wrong. Participants has unit. It's a loop promise unit. And probably that will probably work. So that's basically what this does. So instead of doing that, what if I this try, but in this case I do this. And just to main so it actually works. That's fine. Yeah, I'll just leave it like this. I think here I might actually do Mm, Here. It's not optimal. Has unit optimal string here. Kind of sketch. Look at this. I'll have some question marks so that in the future, if I do question marks, if I search for question marks, it'll pop up there. These are getters, so they should come up here. And this isn't showing up. I'll put this like this. Participants. Destructor. Ruler constructor. Getters. Checkers. These go to getters. I don't know what this does. Oh, it's there. Check once you check it. Space. This. Get commander. Guess that's a commander. Returns a commander. This participant owns by name. Now the implementation here of get selected commander, and this is from a bygone era, I think. Search it up. It's only here, so I'll delete this. That's from a previous system in which each participant had a commander that they kind of had selected and that's saved, but I don't want that. I want it to be more dynamic, so I don't need that. This should be in the gutters. The commanders map checkers here. The totals should be int. Int, these are all getters, so move these up. Int, get random coordinates. Let's get provinces long. And let's see. Get the participant. Get the index of this participant. The vector of all participants. Try to 79. Get arguments amounts. Return total number of members and provinces in this participant. Here, 1, 2, 3 are get total number of commanders this participant. Get total number of provinces this participant and get random coordinate. Yeah, let's move this to inf. Actually, cpp. Put the unexamined 2z to go somewhere else. Here, 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 here. Get random coordinate. This here. I don't know if these are the enums, these are the alias lists. This is more for like definitions, not really methods, but it should be fine. I'll have it here. Random coordinate. Get a random coordinate. Use in map creation. Actually, let's go to chord space here. This makes sense because this is like where the actual chords are. Actually, what if I do it in map? Will probably make more sense. Here, 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 here. Delete this, delete that, delete that, delete that. This class inherited by participants. Inherited by participants. So provinces can't access it because it's an order above them. And I might need no, actually, it should be fine. My concern was for the AI functionality, but that should happen within the participants. So actually, I can probably turn this into a namespace because it's all static. But should I? I think I should. Alright, first let me add this. And I got off topic real quick. But I'll take this, open map.cpp. Let's see. Get random coordinates. Let's see. So this is all static. This is all static. These aren't used at all. And if you have a class that's all static, might as well use a namespace for all static methods. So they don't have access to internals. Let's see. Searching this up right now. And this is used in the map, so it doesn't use others. Others use this. I think that's convincing for this to become a namespace. Namespace map and AP. So all this is still the same. All this is still the same. It's no longer static because it's automatically static because it's map. Let's see here. This does not need to be static anymore. Oh, never mind. It uses provinces. It uses provinces. Never mind. Oh, nope. Do not wish to proceed. There we go. Here. Alright, that's when I start making a namespace. I don't want that. Alright. put this chords, chords, private. This is fine. That could have ended badly, or I guess worse, to be honest. The problem is that I want this function to be independent. Let's see. And map is not independent. It uses provinces. This is competition. Let's see. So let's see. I guess I'll have some documentation here. Constructors. Up to 80 mark. Let's go map. Actually, what is the map implementation like? It's nothing. So I'll just do that. Delete this because I don't need it. These are all static. Let's see here. Set map. Creates the map. There is definitely an easier way of doing this than doing it this way, but I'm many functions, so it should be fine. Static void. Print x-axis. Static void. I'm doing this so I can add comments to this. Iterate through all provinces and update resources production resource amounts access auxiliary method of show map and self-explanatory meets what does this do? Meta meets, alright. Oh god, this is ugly. Why is it so ugly? Here. I want to use a ternary here. Not recently, but I learned it this semester what ternary operator is. Better equals current province is capital question mark C what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines of code. It reduces to 1 and it's barely readable, I think. Else let it go 0. Let's see. Actually, this duplicates because they're both CP. The only difference is the color. So I think I can get away with. Alright, it cut out again. I hit the 30-minute mark, but we're back. So If it's this or this is that, if it's this or this is that. I think this means that it should go out in front. Current province. That's legal. Even better, I can do this. This better equals this. So if it's a capital province, C. If it is a regular, if it is a regular key, I think that's fairly descriptive. Current province is the current province of the map at this point here, which makes sense. But map is what is map? Province is vector. Map. So if it's a vector, the province is a vector. So you can't use square brackets with vectors or arrays, so therefore you need to do dot at x dot at y, and the chords should already be valid at this point. I'll double check on that. But if it's this, then you do this. And let's see. So if current participants province should be equals 0, delete this. So should be any other participant. Let's say index. I don't want this to have ownership. This work? Close. Does this work? Because it should show what it is when I hover over it, unless it doesn't work. No, that should be fine. It's not that much data, so I'll just say current participant index. Current index. Current index equals current participant index. And this index is equal to current province. Hit participant. Okay. Participant index. I don't know why it's not showing up here because it should show up. But if this index is equal to current index, then I can reduce it to this. Here, this index 0 to do this. Let's do this. And that should be color white. Alright, this works. Current province. Alright. Let's do units. Properties. Get participant index constant. So the problem was that I wasn't using const. So that means here, what was I? Map. Constant. Yes, I think. Then constant. This index equals. I think. Wait. What does it say? It should work. Unless there's a problem in provinces, in which case, yeah, I guess it would make sense if it didn't work. But just, yeah, it's not working because it doesn't take all units, it takes prom units, which is the base class. So therefore, get, no, get, yes, there it is. Yeah. They're equally art color, da 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 da. Hit commander's name, and we reset color. Alright, so this is the meat. And if we go back to map.h, go to meat. This is takes a coordinate, signs up proper map symbol and color prints. And this is shows the map. I want to see what the implementation of that is. Show map. So if it's like this, it's like that. If it's like that, it's like that. I'm gonna have some brackets. This is at 47. Can I get away with this? Yeah, we're at 60. It should be fine. Let's see. Space it out like that. But here, I'll do something nice, like that and that. And reduce it. So these are two options. Then you minus, do this, do this. This is 55. XY. Alright. Indents. I don't like the nesting. Should I use go-to? Damn, I really want to use go-to. I really, really want to use go-to. Actually, I can use the lambda statement. Damn. Should I? That is the question. Should I? I can definitely use the lambda sim here. Show map can potentially add a lambda statement here to replace the side of the for loop. And then here, map to-do list. What's the to-do? Up here, to-do. Here, potentially lambda and show map. Set problems. What if I do static here, get province, and you say, say provinces type or something. It was an FH somewhere here. I think it was like you can either have system or you can have user. It was an enum. Actually, I think you just chord space. Chords type. Yeah, there it goes. Type. Type you want. I think there should be implementation here. Say get province. Get here. Get chords type. How does this work? What? Oh, okay. So what this does is it refers to the current object. So let's just get chords type. It returns the type of the current thing, but this one doesn't have provinces, but does access them. So it returns one. This is the type you want. And then it should be chord space, chords type, chord space, down, chords type, and then let's say chords type, and it will have I pair chords. And then you got that. This works. This does not. Get province. And if we go to map.cpp here, 5 over high pair. No. Oh, that's it. That's it. Map province in here, like that. Platform. Does this work? Yeah, that works. Chord space. Yeah, it's right here. You know what? I could turn this into a namespace. Damn. I could turn this into a namespace, but I'm not sure if I want to. I could wrap this inside of a namespace, and that should be fine. I'll go for it. Let's call it chord. I want it to be short, like 4 or 5 letters long. I think this is too long. But I have chord here. I have this down here. Don't indent it because why would you indent it? Enum ports type. Actually, this can go in front. It doesn't rely on anything down here, but things down here rely on this. Let's that up. Let's see, set index. And I'm off task here, but I want to add some sections so it makes sense when I come back in the future. Here, 2, 3, 4. Setters, I think. One printer. I don't think printer is a real thing, but I use it because it makes sense to me. Printers. There. Printers. Quartz to index. Yes. Getters, getters, getters. Get a random coordinate here. And go core space. It should be chord. Like that. And here I'll say using namespace chord. And everything's fine. This is fine. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know what's like that though. Chord should be fine. Actually, I can make this constant. Damn. Const. And up here, I'll use using namespace chord. It should be visible to prov. Yes, it is. Why isn't that working? Because I want chords. Chords type. Yes. And I can reduce that just so it's a little bit shorter, though it's still long as hell. So short. Was it? Yeah, it does work. Alright. And I can get rid of I forgot most of them, to be honest. Add documentation to core space others, and I'll say delete get system province and get user province and map each replace with get province. Same commit. Let's close. How about this? Just so it's a little bit neater. And I'll say I'll use like active documentation styles for this because I guess it calls for get province. Takes in cores of one type of cores, return province of other type. It takes in cores of type system. Oh, it should work. So this should just be type. So it should be takes in cores of cores type. Takes in cores for province type. Cores type returns related province to belong. Returns province. There it is. That's better, I think. Let's do this here. Here. I'll move the sound. I don't want the same one though. Oh, let's turn this. No, same one, I think. Cram. Type. This is system or user. And cram. Ports. The pair of ports corresponding to some or user. And then return provinces share answer. Alright. We put a map CPP for that. Set map, not important right now. I want to use get province, so I'll use ports type pair ports. Actually, how do I use get user province? Alright. So this is what I do for both of them, but I can probably just do this is system and return map dot at course dot first at course dot second. That should be fine. Right. Damn, this is ugly. Damn. This is so ugly. Should ever happen for assuming the province exists. This page just iterates everything. Ugly. Optimize this. And if I go to map, and I'll do here, optimize get province. Specifically, uh, get province for type user. Try not to just iterate through the entire thing, and it probably takes so long. Otherwise, this looks pretty good so far. Let's show this really good. Everything's documented. Set map, set map, set map, show map. Actually, I can do this. There's everything here, and here should be mutators. Should probably alphabetize them, but I think they are alphabetized right now. They should be in getters. Do I have getters? I'll send them in. That's satisfying to look at because you have like you can clearly see which section is in which whichever section. So it's here, here, here. Everything makes sense, but I guess I should ask you here. Uh, unordered map of shared provinces. The vector of uh, what is this? Unordered map. Yeah, just unordered. And this one should be 2D vector of shared provinces. I get to shoot provinces, shared pointers. Alright, that's clean-ish. I don't see any squigglies here, so it should be fine. Now we can finally go back to the participants. This is what we started on in the beginning, but things came up. Things did not work. This is all documented. This is the getter. So where are the getters? They're right here. Captain values. Are this like returns statistics? Alright, so these are all getters basically. But it is interesting what this does. Let's do a city string here because there's strings. And all these are getters. So move it up to getters. Here. And that is a lot. No, that is a lot. I'm gonna add an interface. And when I do this, it basically means that belongs to an interface. And that the documentation for is going to be in the interface, not here. Also, let me stop indenting this. So this is only overview. Alright, this is probably going to be the last recording for this session because I'm currently 3 hours, at least not 3 hours. 3 a.m. right now. I'm an hour and a half into this so far. I'll take a break, go to sleep. So the problem here is that I use an interface here, but I mix it in with the regular stuff, so it looks like it's just regular methods and stuff, but it's not. And what I want to do here is I want to move all the documentation to the interface. This interface doesn't have anything in it basically. This is comparatively is so much more empty. So as the new standard going forward, I'm just going to use interfaces for documentation. And the actual method and stuff like the participants, things that happen the interfaces, I'm not going to have much documentation there besides the sections to indicate, hey, this goes here, printers. Yes, this works. And then to be the main functions, call functions. I guess they should be methods. Let's just pump it up to a. Alright. Do this. Virtual void. Virtual void. Virtual void. And here I'll do virtual void. Here. Alright. What do I have here? I have print costs. Have that there. Here. I have to add more documentation as I go along, but I have to do a deep code review to come to that point, and I'm not really into that at this point. I will add some sections here, so it's going to be printers. Print costs. This is going to be override. Print cost is here. I have array and phrase. And phrase is go to Omni overview MA here. For our print cost right here takes a vector of cost instead of an array. That is wrong. It should take an I5 array of costs. And that should be fine. What is this line? The line needs to be a string. SCD string. Fine. Alright. And like this, it goes through, prints out costs. Alright, we're good. Actually, this can be a. What should it be? Leave me a const I5 array. Const I5 array. Alright, because it should be immutable. And here I'll say const I5 array. And here I'll also do const I5 array. And all these overrides, and then instead of typing, I'll just type here. Alright, so actually, the on Omni overview MA, and here go to the 40 column mark. I'll say player action. I guess that should be in front of Omni overview since it kind of comes first, but that's beside the point. Override. gonna add subsections here because it's not really necessary. It's not for what I want to do here. So, train MA31. Alright. These are the methods. To look like this, train in the house one. Alright. This is also an override. Override here. Actually, let's move unit 1 from. And that's from mobility. Yeah. Triggers. In this case, it's not really necessary to have all the long comments, but I want to stay uniform. Here methods. It's a very short class, but I want to keep it modular, kind of break things up. So here, and since this belongs to its own class, let's h. Basically, if it's not overriding something, then it goes into a subsection like this. But if it is an interface, it goes under the bars like this. Just kind of to keep everything separate. I don't know where train MA came from. It's this was mobility. I guess came from up here. So I don't need this. But then here I'll do this, go up to 40, map ma.h. And I do this just so that when you look at it, you know, oh, it's in this file, it's in this file. Oh, I don't really have to say where is the documentation. Oh, just Control Shift T, Army Overview.h. Oh, print cost, Army Overview main. I don't have to have all the documentation in one place. It's just there where I need it to be. Kind of. Alright. Scout FA.h. Right. Here, just the main one. Here. Here. And this is kind of ugly. So I have a subclass in here that I don't want at all. So I have to figure out what to do with that. I thought I got rid of these, but I guess not. Let's do get rid of those. And here, let's say entire project. I guess not. Entire workspace. So all this is attack and A stuff, which makes sense because it's gonna be big. 2, 3, 4. Getter auxiliary. It's 280. Let's get commanders can attack. The commanders can attack. This goes down here. Calculate. Looks fun enough, I think. For Army deployment MA. Okay, let's do that. C string, kingdom name. Where's that? Okay, we have a map province. You have an iterator. You have a vector. Vector. I think I need this. Do I? I don't. Alright, so you don't. Namespaces are intended to reduce name conflicts. However, what I use it for is for static things in general. So I feel like it's very portable across the project. But should be fine. It's not like I don't think at least it should produce any errors because I use it in that such a manner. But alright, I'm gonna reduce this to alright. Add documentation to participants, which is a good milestone to have. This is not implemented, which makes sense because I was trying to rework the entire scouting system. This is interesting. This is interesting. Prom units, attributes, I'm thinking. Added documentation to most of participants. Alright, let's commit that. Prime units. Alright, what I'm thinking is I create an interface for this for all the province stuff, for all the commander stuff, train cost stuff, participants. So it's just the participant stuff in here. Delete and upload. Where's the implementation for this? Upload. I don't want this anymore. Because I have the new one. Let's upload this. Let's see. Show map old. That was here. I don't want this anymore. Let's see. This is ugly. Set capital I commander province provinces. Alright, I'm thinking I have one class to handle provinces and one to handle commanders because this is kind of insane. What's this? 270 lines. That's not even implementation, it's just headers. I guess it's fine. I should do less talking, more doing. Let's see. That's fine. That's fine. This is not a good look because it doesn't see what this is. So unit subtract the resources. This should be take resource. Take all resources. This takes on array and direction. So that should be fine. Go units. You take all sources. What's this? Oh, is it changes? Stages? Catch. Array. What I think this does is it goes through all the participants. Returns all units in a participant. All units in a participant. Uses threading. So yeah, I guess that's why we needed gal units on. Gal units array can manage provinces, which is fine. Actually, let's go back into GitHub. I guess I got 14 minutes left, so no. Okay. Try to make it meaningful. I guess we'll run it once just to see what the damage is so far. Let's see. So peace treaty is no, this is the main. I don't want the main. I want the shared pointers files. All right. Here I'll go to participants.h. I need participants. Get all units array commanders. All right, so I guess that's why it's good to have documentation, huh? So you know what you have, what you don't have, if it's necessary, not necessary. Here, get all units array, get all units array provinces, get all units amount. Do I already have get all units amount? Get all units amount. Yeah, I guess. Alright. So just go up here. Where's the get all units amount? Right. Or get all units. Right. Command. Let's return. It's supposed to be an array. If I do, let's see, vector. This. Yeah, I don't know about this. I need to check out the return types for this. Check out the return types of the bottom two functions. Are they supposed to return anything? Alright, let's see. They supposed to return anything? Currently call to global variables. I deleted. Can probably use a return type as a substitute. So it doesn't use this, doesn't use that. I'll take these out because these are cause errors, undoubtedly. Alright, and now we run it. And I'm not doing it in the solution because the solution is kind of jacked up after I worked in the folders view for a little while, but it should be fine. I should be able to reverse it should I need it. Hmm. Apparently, my passwords got reviewed in a data leak. Someone fix those while the project is loading. Hmm. No. Oh, let's view the damage. 129. Okay. Change this with prime. No, prime. It's better. Should work. Should be that. Hmm. This down here. Let's see. Isn't this working? I wonder. Jesus. Chip condition, chip unit space, chip types. Chip types was like this. Take this, close about this. The chip types. Chip unit space. Uh, sort here. Space, triples. Hmm. Try here. The things I go through. Do I have a troop namespace? Let's see. I feel like I do have a troop namespace. Troops in. Yeah, I do. Namespace troop. So I guess I'll just do this. That's here. Let's say troop base int. No. Troop unit base types are going to be in troop types 23. Hopefully that doesn't break anything too much. Although these are not found. You should go here. I think this is something I forgot to implement in the past. Here. Troops interface. And interface troop. These are working. Found now. We're all happy. And clip champ says someone run out in like a minute. So that's the last time I'm going to run this tonight demo to figure out this password issue and then go to sleep. Let's see. Alright, so library works, wall works, church works, wall, mine, quarry, resource buildings up. And then we get a bunch of errors, compilation errors. The report is fine, map is fine, I think. Database is fine. A lot of army overview, a lot of boat errors, some player action errors. A lot of infrastructure errors is surprising because I think that that's usually fine. Troop int is fine, I think. I'm getting some my vector, my array errors, which makes sense because that was something more experimental that I did. Which is why we're not doing it in main. Main doesn't work either, but at least it's not as bad. And then now what do we have? We have 1,273 hours. Errors. Damn. Stopped counting. I think I'm gonna. This is another macro I did. No, I'm not gonna use that. Get username. I think I changed this to get name. Uh, that's it. Thank you for watching, or at least hearing what I say at the